I don't know. I had to log off for a minute. I was having an allergy coughing attack. So, hello. And Jennifer, I saw that. Right when I always come on, Delilah wants to say hi. Do you just want to show everybody how you're doing? Hold on one second, everybody. Welcome, welcome. You want to see it? You want to just get some attention? This is Delilah. What do you want to tell him? She wants to say thank you for your prayers and helping her. Do you want to show him your... She has a Christmas cast. They put a Christmas tree on it. So thank you guys for praying for her. Every time I go live, she comes up off on her little bed. So hold on one second. There we go. Here we go, Mama. Just getting her all settled in. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Welcome, welcome. You're going to hear dogs snoring in about 5 minutes. You're going to hear dogs snoring in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. This is the dog snoring choir. You know that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer where all the dogs go ruff, 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 ruff. That's how I feel like we're doing with these guys, but they're snoring. It's like Calling on All Angels by, what are they called? Calling All Angels by Train. But they're snoring. So welcome, welcome. So good to see you guys. I'm going to take a moment to say hi to people. Oddly enough, I think we just have one more. Hey, Lori. Hey, Teresa. Or Tisa. Trisha. The surgery went really well. Extremely well. And the doctor, the vet, just took off her bandage and said that she's healing incredibly well. So thank you guys. Nancy of TikTok. Yeah. Tisha. Yes, Tisha. Thank you. And thank you guys, because what I realize is, thanks Jen, because what I realize is the power of prayer and positive energy. And a good friend of mine, Emily, is starting to do these, she lives in a forest area, so she's been doing these, like, what are they called? She calls them spells, but she basically gets a candle and she gets all this nature stuff and she puts it around the candle and she burns it and while she's doing a meditation for your healing and awareness. So, she's just starting out, but I promised her that I was like, I'll be your first testimony, because that was the first night that when Emily lit the candle and did that process, that Delilah and I both slept through the night without any problems. Yeah, the power of prayer can move mountains. I totally agree. And there's a country song and it says, they say, if all you need to, all I need is a little faith to move mountains. Well, good thing, because a little faith is all I have. And the other day I was like, that is me. I was like waiting for Delilah to get through this. And though I believe in the power of prayer and just good energy, I was too close to the situation to see the pain, to see that everything would be okay. I'm so relieved. I'm sleeping better and everything. Randy Travis, is that the song? Yeah. Whew. I always sing when I'm nervous. Do you guys do that? I drive my kids crazy because I'll change the song. So the song, It's So Easy to Fall in Love, that song. I'll do affirmations and I'll be like, it's so easy to heal my body. It's so easy, or whatever I need. It's so easy to help my friend or clean my house. Like, I sing it. And my kids growing up were always like, geez, Mom, but now they understand. Do you guys do that? Does anybody sing and change the words to the song? Because my kids say that it's Julie's top hits. Oh, well, welcome. Singing is so therapeutic. Yeah, that's a great idea. Thanks. You're welcome. I break out in singing. randomly, and people think I'm nuts. I don't think you're nuts at all. Kim's laughing. Now, if you guys don't know the story about Kim, when all my moderators are fabulous, so fabulous, fabulous, but Kim came out to see her daughters out here in Oregon. I live here, so she's like, maybe we can hook up. And we went and had a brunch, and it was like, we were talking so fast. We had so much in common, and I said, no wonder we met through here. So it was amazing. Kim, you'll have to come out again. Used to sing, don't always get what you want to my daughter. That's so funny because my eldest is so such a spitfire that if I ever said like anything about like you can't always get what you want, she's like, I can manifest anything I want. And she has manifested so much. I'm gonna have her come on here one day and talk about how she manifested getting a baseball and getting on TV. She manifested a rabbit and the food and the cage for free. Like she's like good. Yeah, it was like a speed dating. What's your name? What's your sign? And then we were just like talking so fast. But the energy around as we went to this place called Mothers in Oregon, and it was so good, so good. Yeah. The dogs are probably going to start barking, but there's one thing I just got a notice that my neighbor dropped off. Can you guys give me 1 second? I do believe the order of the readings is Linda Schlotter. Linda is first. It's Linda S. And then Kelly. And I think a person named Jennifer paid. But if you guys just give me a second, I'll be right back. But introduce yourselves to other people. Follow each other. This is a good group that we have here. And I'll be right back. Everybody sit down. Come on. It's so easy to do some readings. Come on, baby. Caitlin's not here. Come on. Caitlin's not here. She's at work. I know, baby. Come on with Mama. There you go. They're saying you're the one that's the big snorri. Yeah. Okay, everybody sit down. And have good manners. Okay. Thank you. My neighbor dropped off some things. Do I teach mediumship? I would love to start teaching again. Because of the pandemic and things like that, I hadn't, but I definitely have been interested in teaching because I am a teacher by nature, and I would love to help people with this, definitely. Well, thank you guys for being here. Linda, I think you were first, my love, and so once I start the readings, what I'm going to have you guys do is everybody remember how this works. I'm going to read one person at a time. I'll take in breaks in between readings to maybe see if you guys have any questions. And then I'll do the next reading. Oh, Ashley, thank you. Thanks, Smiles. May I reach out about mediumship teachings? Yeah, I would absolutely love that. Oops, sorry. Julie, do you have any openings? I think I have one more opening, sweetheart. Linda's first, and then Kelly, and then I think somebody named Jennifer, if I have the name wrong, I'm so sorry. I just saw it pop up. And then if you want to be the fourth and final one for the night, you sure can. And thank you guys, everybody, for being here. I love this group, and it's so easy to do some readings. Thank you for asking about Delilah. She's really doing great. I just gave an update that the doctor said she's healing really well, and that the biopsy comes back in 10 days. My gut is telling me it's not going to be cancerous, but they did amputate the toe. She's doing remarkably well considering it was just, was it a week ago I took her? I can't ever, no, it's not even been a week, right? Didn't I take her in on Thursday? And today's Monday. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. You guys are so kind. You have no idea what your comments did. And I'm going to try not to get into that because I'm going to start crying. There's nothing wrong with crying. Rihanna and I got your payment, sweetie. So you will be the final one. Yes. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my intention. If I ever did a reading with you guys, oh, you guys are wonderful. Thank you. Yes, I saw that. You're all set. Rhiannon, sorry, I'm dyslexic, so trying my best. I'm going to call you Riri. Okay, so I was called upon God and angels to help me with my readings, and so I'm going to do that right now and set my intention. So God and angels surround this live with beautiful energy and lift us up. I just ask that loved ones speak very clearly for their family on here, and I'm so excited to be able to do this and to create this beautiful energy here. So thank you guys so much. Okay, so yes, Rhiannon, got you. You're all set. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to ask you guys, you'll see beautiful moderators. We have Ashley and Kim here tonight. Please thank the moderators and follow them. They are wonderful people. And just if you are muted, it's not out of spite, it's just out of how we need to stay organized. If you are muted, guess what, you guys, it's only for a minute or so. Do you know what I mean? And so I will take breaks in between the readings to answer any questions, but here we go. I'm going to start with Linda. And Linda, the way I like to do my readings when I go on live is to see who you want to hear from. I don't need to know their name, sweetheart. I just need to know who they are in relationship to you. And when I do my phone readings, I tell you who I see around you, but these are so targeted and we go really fast. And so this is the way it works. Your dad. Okay, interesting, because it's the anniversary of my dad's passing today. And I kept hearing, Dad. And I was like, Dad, get out of here. I have to get ready. Linda, do you have your own business or something like that? I keep hearing entrepreneur, so it would be like somebody's trying to tell me that you have your own business. And I keep seeing two. So do you have, even if you're doing hearts, you guys, I'll absorb the energy. So that's why you're being muted. So we're just trying to keep the thread clean. But thank you guys for being here. It's just so I can concentrate on that energy for Linda. And your dad's also showing me two. So do you have two kids? Or it's like two kids in the family, or that someone passed away in February or on the 2nd of a month, but he's showing me two like that. Are you here, Linda Lou? Linda. Are you guys seeing me okay? There's no delay. Because yesterday I know we had some delays. If this is delay for you, yes, you own your own business. Okay, he keeps saying that. And he keeps pointing to you. And then he keeps pointing to himself, and he keeps pointing to you and to himself. So do people say that you favor your dad, or were you guys the most alike? And he shows me two. So I have to ask, were there two siblings in the family, or do you have two kids? He goes like this. And if it's not members of family, then he's showing me February or the 2nd of a month being someone's anniversary of passing, and it can also be birthday. It's interesting how they do this. Thank you for being here. I'm right in the middle of a reading, so if you can pay attention to what my moderators are saying, they'll help guide you on what we're doing here. But thank you for being here. No on the two, and yes, I was a mini-me of him. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He keeps going back again to two. So I don't know if there's twins that run in the family. I know what you're saying, but he keeps going like this. He keeps going two. So there's twins, or there's two boys, or there's two girls. He keeps going like this. And when I ask him, he goes, two. Say it again. I'm like, two. So that's okay. 95% of what I say at the beginning makes a lot of sense. And the other part, you put it, yes! Brother is February. It is in February, and there are 2 boys. That's it. Thank you. Because he's like showing me. He's like, yes, yes. Just keep saying 2. Julie, just keep saying it. So it's interesting because sometimes they talk about their passing, sometimes they talk about another person's date. So I'm glad you're being open to this. Why they talk about what they talk about, I do not know. But they'll talk about dates, what they ate for dinner, like any of their favorites. If you just went to Jamba Juice, they'll bring that up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, now he's showing me August. So is somebody's birthday in August or a date of their passing in August? So you're understanding. Okay, thank you. Now I'm 5'7", so he keeps pointing to you and he says small but mighty. So are you kind of feisty? Do you have a voice? He passed in August. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate this, Dad. You're doing good. He's all, I don't know how to do this. How do I? He wants to know all the rules. I'm all, you're doing great. You're doing great. I'm supposed to say that, but it's a compliment. Your dad is saying that you're feisty, but in a good way. Linda, does that make sense to you? And I keep hearing that song, won't back down, no, I'll stand my ground. I'm the worst Tom Petty singer. But either he liked Tom Petty, or his name was Tom, or he's talking about your energy because he says feisty and that you won't back down. Does that make sense too when he says that? Do you guys also have a family dog that passed away? Because he literally just said, I have the dog with me. I have a big voice, feisty 100%. And that's your song? See? I always tell people, isn't this so cool? How would I know that? He just keeps saying the dog, the dog, the dog, the dog. Did you just get a dog? If there's a dog who's crossed over, he has the dog with him. That's what I keep seeing. And I don't ever see color, but when I was, when my kids were little, we had a boxer and she was like fawn, kind of almost the color of my hair, but it was like more red. I just keep seeing that. Hold on 1 second. Expose. Are you going to do something where you're going to do something for your business? It's like a demonstration or say it again, sir, or an expose. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's in regards to your business. A few dogs in the family and a friend of his dogs just passed. Yep. He's just like, I have the dog over here. And he's calling him one of the dogs is like Clifford. So did somebody actually have like are those like St. Bernards? No, he's calling the dog Clifford. So it's like Clifford, the big red dog. Like one of the dogs is extremely big. Thinking about a new business. Is it like, there's something about, would you have to go where they do, thanks Nikki, would you have to go, I think it's actually St. Bernard though. It's like big furry, like that. So even if you're helping with the readings, Nikki, if you could just hold your comments, it's just so I can concentrate. But I really appreciate you guys being here. I love this group so much, and thank you, moderators. To go to the business, to start a new business, would you have to go to an, am I saying that right, moderators? Expo? Where you go and you like demonstrate. I keep seeing, unless are you in marketing? Because I keep seeing a table with products, and then I keep seeing a banner in the back, and I'm standing there and I'm talking to people. Is this making sense to you? I feel like you couldn't do that with COVID, but I feel like he's showing me that this year, yes, thank you, expo or exhibit. No, it's all online, but that's it, but online. Okay, so everything I'm saying, you sell products, because I see that, and he's saying, just so you know, they show me past, present, and future, and he makes me feel like there's going to be an opportunity to do something like that. I keep seeing it again. So everything I just said, but you do it online. And it may be because of COVID that hasn't been in person or something, but I swear he's showing me. Do you also have an invention? Because he shows me again, like the number 2. He's like, say it again. So thank you, sir. Thank you. This means a lot to your daughter, so thank you. It's like, Are you saying, like QVC and Home Shopping Center? Do you have an invention or something? Because right now he's showing me the Lady Joy who invented that broom. So I feel like he's talking about marketing. He just keeps saying that. So your second business idea, is that like an invention you have or something? Okay. Do you have a TikTok where you sell all this stuff? Because he's saying that um okay. He's like, you're good in front of the camera. So I don't know if you're like, I'll hire some people to do my demonstrations because I don't like being in front of the camera. But he's like, he likes you in front of the camera. Brother has inventions. Yes, the one in February birthday. Okay. So thank you for being open. That would be Dad's way of saying this. So if your brother's like a mastermind, if he's like, I'm good at inventions, but he's not good at executing it, he might need that. And I just keep hearing for you and or your brother, he tells me, say the thing that you were going to say, procrastinating. He's probably, yes, moving along with his business. Yes, he's probably telling him to move along with his business. Remember, I just said, it's like your brother has ideas but he doesn't know how to execute them. So it does look kind of like he's like procrastinating, but because he just doesn't know how to do it. It's like not his thing. If your brother could just sit in a lab and invent things and give it to other people to create and take to the next level, that would be great. But your brother, yeah, he just needs a cup of confidence, your brother. And people like this usually don't do well in school or they're socially awkward. So they get this feedback of, oh, I'm not really good at this. But he is, though. He is. And is he really procrastinating? Or is it just because he has this thing where it's just, that's not his forte? Do you know what I mean? Your dad's calling your brother that like an absent-minded professor. Like, he's just so in his mind and he just needs to create. I just keep seeing that over and over again. Show me anything else. Did your daddy pass away of congestive heart failure? Can you tell me? No, I am procrastinating on business. Oh, I don't think. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how it happens. If you are just coming in, I can't say hi to you yet. I'm doing a reading, which is why I'm looking away so I can concentrate on Linda's energy, but I will take a break and say hi. And I appreciate you just sitting back and relaxing so I can do this reading. Yes, to congestive heart failure. Okay, so when I am seeing things and it starts to come, yes, to congestive heart failure. Okay, see how this is how he comes through. And he comes through very strong. And can I tell you that there's something about your dad where he's just a really helpful, likable guy. Do you know what I mean? He just really makes me feel like that. And is there a Tim or Tom here across related to your dad? Yeah, so you see. And he makes me feel like he was a mentor or father to to your friends. So I feel like when he passed away, he was even missed by your friends and your brother's friends because he was always the guy who was like willing to help. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely, yes. So you understand. And can I tell you, this only happens a couple times when I do these readings, but your dad, I'm like, he's he's like somebody I think I would have a crush on. So as I do the reading, I jokingly am saying like, I think I have a crush on your dad. But he's a very likable guy and he's very sweet. So when they pass away, their bodies dissipate, but their spirit is very much still alive. He's a flirt. Yeah. I was like, whew, I'm getting kind of like, all right, you guys, we'll be right back. I have to go talk to her dad. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I'm actually blushing. I'm blushing because your dad is flirting. Yeah. But like a sweet guy. I just feel like he's very sweet. And so she's laughing. So just so you know, this is how he comes through. So important to know. And when he shows me this, his body has dissipated, obviously, but his spirit is very much still alive. And that's what I am talking to. That's what I can hear. And though mediums are really good at hearing these things, people, and see, hearing, feeling things from spirits on the other side, you can communicate with your loved ones too. You can write to them in a journal. You can literally say, Dad, I miss you. I need a sign. Hold tightly to the request. Hold loosely to how it unfolds. Some people are like, I told them I wanted them to come in a dream and they never did, so they're not around me. It's like, well, I'm really good at channeling and feeling other energy, and my parents don't come to me in a dream state. I have friends where their parents do all the time. So it's like, it's not a matter of that they're not around you or they're not open. I don't know why some people come in dreams and others don't, but he for sure is telling me that he's showing you a lot of signs, he keeps saying. And he does keep saying that he's around, I get signs, yes. And he just said that I'm supposed to tell you that he hears you. Is there a Ken or Kevin as well? It's like a K-E. And somebody might be watching this and say, that's me. If there's a double message, get out your journal or text yourself and just write it down. But please hold comments until after this reading. Thank you guys for being here. Excuse me. Hold on one second. I don't know why I'm hearing this song. So there would be a couple of reasons why. I just heard there's a song Marie Osmond would sing. It's called Paper Roses. So he just pointed to your mom. I tell him I love him all the time. And no, Kevin. Okay. So it's like Ken or Kevin. It's K-E. It can be C-E, but it's like that name, like Kendall, Kevin. It's like that. Yeah. So he shows me your mom. He shows me your mom. And I don't know if he didn't get a chance to say goodbye to her, but the energy drops when I do that really quick. And so I don't know if he didn't get a chance to say goodbye to her or if there were some hard feelings before he passed. But he just says that he loves her and he's sending her roses. That's how he just said it to me. Unless somebody's name is Marie, like Marie Osmond, because she sings that song. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I'm right in the middle of a reading, but thank you. As I pull back, let me see if there's anything else he wants to say. I do record these and put these over on YouTube, sweetie, so you can come back and look at it. Mom just posted an old picture of them divorced but still good friends. That's why. Because once he said to say hi to your mom, the energy dropped. I'm like, did you not treat her so nicely? Did something happen between them? So there's a song by Marie Osmond and it goes, paper roses, oh how real, dun 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 dun, but they're only imitation, like your love was for me. So that would have given me the hint that there was a divorce. There you go. But he does say, tell your mom I'm sending her roses. She just says it. He just says it like that. And he just showed me red, white, blue. Is your mom and or your dad birthday around July, or did someone pass in July? He literally just showed me like red, white, and blue. So that's like 4th of July. It's so interesting to me because when he says why the relationship didn't work, he points to himself. So I don't know if he would have admitted that here on the Earth's plane, but he literally just said, it's me. And you remember like the Taylor Swift song, it's me, I'm the problem, it's me. So he said it was me, the reason why it didn't work out. I should have conveyed that more to your mom, that I knew that and that I was sorry, and then say the other thing that you were going to say. Okay, and then I just go back to how much, yeah. I feel like he had like a bit of a stubborn side or ego, or he just wouldn't admit it, but he literally says, your mom is a saint. Your mom is a saint for the way that she handled everything. She's a saint for the way that she still had a friendship with me, and she did that because of you guys. Hard-headed, yeah. Hard-headed, definitely. So he sees the truth now. Do you understand? And when he did a life review, he said that was the biggest mistake he'd ever made. And it didn't, yeah. Your mom gave chance after chance after chance. Your mom would just not give up on something just because she's like, oh, I don't love you anymore. Your mom is dedicated, 110%. Born Italian, raised both of them. Yeah. So just so you know, this is recorded. And he says your mom is a saint. But they are pulling back a little bit. But like I said, this will be recorded so you can listen to it later. Perhaps play it for your mom so that she can see it as well. But I'm so glad that he came through for you, sweetheart. He loves you so much, and he's so proud of everybody. He said you guys are going over and beyond what he thought you guys were going to do. He always knew he had great children, that you guys were going to do great things, but he never realized how far you guys would go. She will appreciate that. Thank you. You're welcome. So I'm going to pull back here and kind of do a break. I know some of you want to say hi, and you've been very patient. Linda, thank you so much for letting me give you that reading today. I'm going to send your dad with with you, little flirty flirt. Yeah, he's beyond proud of his family. Hi, Tiffany from North Carolina. Hi, Riri. Laura, I have a spirit reading. Oh, hi, sweetie. My list is full today, but I am doing readings. Hey, Liz. Thank you for being here. My readings are full for tonight, but I will be on tomorrow night. And tomorrow I might go a little bit earlier. I'll check with the moderator. You're welcome, Linda. So much love to you. Hey, from New Jersey. Hi, Tika. Gabby. Oklahoma. Hey, Taylor. Taylor. Aubrey, thank you. Good vibes to you too. Buddy. Hi, Buddy. Good evening. You guys can hear the dogs snoring. Hey, Pixie. Yeah, you can sign up for tomorrow already. That's kind of why my list closes so quick, is people sign up ahead of time. I think I will go live around the same time tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time. I think that works for everybody. I think the next reading is going to be for Kelly, and I didn't even see if she was on here. I'm sure she is. Hello from Texas. How much are the readings? It's a $40 donation, and I accept Venmo or PayPal. Okay, Kelly. And Kelly, you're Kelly. Okay, perfect. I do private readings. Yes, I do private readings. You can double click here. I do phone readings. I do Zoom readings. So fun to do Zoom readings. You don't have to be family related. You can do them with a bunch of friends, and they are recorded. That's always been fun. I call them an angel party. You can have up to 6 people, and I just do mini readings for people. It's really a lot of fun. I'm gonna grab some water. Thank you guys for being here, and I'm gonna take this time to, oh, me too, Tippy Toes. I love that. Hi, Ida. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I always do a reading, and then I'll take a break and say hi, and then I'll do a reading, and then I'll take a break and say hi. So right now, I'm going to start Kelly's reading, and what I'm going to ask is for everybody else to sit crisscross applesauce and have good manners. There will inevitably be double messages, so you'll be like, I feel like you're channeling my mom. Can I say hi to her real quick? First, your mom can hear you, so you can say hi to her. Please refrain from commenting while I'm doing a reading. There will always be double messages, and it's the wonderful thing about doing readings is Spirit knows that it's trying to get you here at the right place at the right time so that they can give you confirmation of your love being one around too. But I know when I'm doing a reading for the person who I'm setting the intention for. So thank you guys for being here. And Kelly, what I'd like to do, sweetheart, is I wanted to go ahead and have you let me know who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name, Sunshine. I just need to know who they were in relationship to you. Hey, lover of music. We're having a Zoom meeting on Valentine's Day. So you're invited to that. I think it's going to be around 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time. I'll make the announcement for all my moderators. Okay. So Kelly is Miss Sasspeach. Miss Sasspeach. That's Kelly. Okay. And the list is closed today. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and concentrate on Kelly. Kelly. And Mom. Was your mom your best friend? She just showed me the Gilmore Girls. So either your mom was young when she had you, you look like sisters, or you guys were each other's best friends. Do you know what I mean? I just saw a glimpse of that really fast. And can I ask you, Sunshine, did she pass away from cancer? The reason I'm asking is I have medicine taste in my mouth, and usually that's their way of showing me that they were on medication at the time of their passing. At times we were close. I do look like her. Okay. Was she on? I'm tasting a really gross medicine in my mouth. Hold on. So this is like some... Was she ill before she passed and taking medication? I can taste it in my mouth. No illness or medications. That's okay. I'm just going to put it to the side. I'm tasting something out of my mouth. And so usually what happens is I'll pull somebody forward and then someone will start to come in with them. And 95% of what I tell you in your reading is going to make sense. And the other part, we just put to the side. Okay. So with her, I have somebody, this is like somebody who passed away. To me, it's like that had to be cancer or an illness where they would have morphine before they passed away. And I can't tell if they were in the hospital or hospice because they were bedridden before they passed, but they are with her. So she's showing me that too. Feels like a female to me. So I have to be open to that, okay? Can I ask you, did your mom have mood swings, or did she drink? I get, whenever I see like this, that's usually a sign to show me that someone drank or they dealt with like mood swings. Does that make sense too when I say that? And she keeps talking about what a social butterfly you are. She says every time you go somewhere, she's watching over you. You say hi to everybody and you have a great group of friends. She just keeps showing me that. Uncle passed right after her. He was bedridden. Was he on morphine as well? That's what I'm tasting, is like that kind of taste in my mouth. And when mom comes and she's kind of what I call a numb feeling, whenever I feel numb from somebody, it's that they crossed over and they did a life review and they either didn't get a chance to say goodbye or had regret of the way that they treated you, or if they their treatment towards you. Does that make any sense to you when I say that? And are you kind of an old soul? And do you feel like you kind of, this making sense? Do you feel like you raised yourself? Because she's making me feel like it wasn't fair the way that you were brought up because you had to parent your parents. But was your mom a single mom? It was almost like the weight of the world was on your shoulders while you were here, and your mom says that this was so unfair to you because I feel like you got robbed of a childhood. I don't know how else to put that. So she makes me feel like you raised yourself and you had to grow up fast. And this is a situation where I see somebody like they parent their parents. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we have such entrepreneurial energy tonight. Do you also have your own business? She wasn't a single mom, but our brother and I were alone a lot. Okay, that's why she's showing me that. So did you have to parent your parents? And that's why I'm not seeing like the dad at home. If anybody, I see more of your mom there, but I don't see dad as much. I just keep hearing that. And there's something about Christmas. Hold on one second. Sorry about the dog snoring. They're very relaxed with our beautiful energy. Yes, it feels like we raised ourselves. Yes, that's how she's showing me. And so she didn't fix herself before she left. That's what I'm seeing. So there's no coming to terms with anything or seeing the light or being able to say she's sorry or accountable for everything that she did. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so as she crosses over and she looks at her life and does a life review, she sees especially the weight of the world that was on your shoulders because you had to be like little mama. That's how she puts it to me. And even still now, you have this sense of being strong and independent because of that. And it's challenging to receive because you couldn't trust it for so long. You had nobody doing that for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And was there a special thing around a Christmas where you guys almost didn't have a Christmas, but from the contributions of like neighbors or somebody that's making sense to you? Okay, contributions of somebody else, somebody came in and made your Christmas magical. I don't know why she keeps showing me that. Or are you drawn to those kind of stories? I feel like I'm watching Scrooge. Do you know what I mean? Or somebody like there wasn't going to be a Christmas. My eldest watches these shows where there's like a secret Santa and he goes to people and he gives them money for the holidays, and it's like the cutest thing. I don't know why I just keep seeing it's around Christmas time, we're not going to get anything, and then all of a sudden through the contributions of like someone else's gift, you were able to have the Christmas that you wanted. So I don't know if you're doing that for others or if this happened to you when she shows me the age of 9. So when you were it had to be around the age of 9. That's how she shows it to me, okay? My stepdad made us a big Christmas when they first met. And yes, and she spent money on other places. You were 9 or 10. Yep, see? Okay. So when she crosses over and she looks at her life, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe what I did. But like she couldn't come to terms with that here. She was so stubborn. Do you know what I mean? So stubborn with it. So now that she's crossed over, she apologizes and she's saying that you were so easy to love and I took advantage of you being the helper and I leaned on you way too much. So yes, she was always stubborn. She still is. Do you know what I mean? But now I always tell people you can have a better relationship with them than they're crossed over than you did when they were here because they're 100% love now. They're not stuck. They're crossed to the other side. I don't ever determine that name for you of what that is, but some people call it heaven. That's fine. Some people call it the universe. Some people just say the other side. Some people call it home. Just know there's this divine source that we all come from. You guys get to define that. We come to the earth plane and we all go back there. So that's where they find more healing. And I do feel when your mom crossed over that she went through some type of adjustments and counseling on the other side. So it's one of the things that I see from her. And I'm wondering, do you have an affinity for dragonflies or something? It's either dragonflies or hummingbirds where it's like small, and it can be a bee, but it's like small body wings that move really fast. It can be a ladybug. I saw dragonflies first, but I'm going to stay with that. She says that you're very, very generous. Her favorite thing was hummingbirds. Thank you. Because those bird wings moving really fast. Yes. So when you see those are a sign from her, okay? And if it's anything like the hummingbird is in a song or someone has a tattoo of one or someone actually goes by you, that's a sign from her, okay? She keeps showing me that. She says you wake up in the morning and she calls you the Energizer Bunny. She says you wake up in the morning, you hit the ground running. So do you have your own business, or are you running the kids around? I can't tell what you're doing. I just feel like there's a lot of, you don't drive for Uber, right? There's a lot of driving. I just feel like that. I feel like I leave, I've got my purse, I've got my lunch, I've got my big drink, I've got my water, I've got my coffee, like all that. She's just showing me your busy schedule. But she does say, in unison with angelic guidance, is it's never too late to have the childhood that you always wanted. I don't have my own business. I have 3 kids and I drive a bit. Yeah, to work each day. That's it. Because it just seems you're incredibly busy. She just keeps showing me that. Is there a Marissa or a Mary? There's an M name coming through either here and or crossed over as well. And there's somebody like named after her and or your dad, because they just showed me my eldest is Caitlin Elaine, and first name, just I like that name, and then the middle name was my mom's, and I'm seeing that. Is there anything else you want me to tell you? Have you ever thought of writing a book? And she also shows me writing, and it's so important that sometimes we'll, like, I always say people who I see like that are good at writing, they're like storytellers. My brother is Mike. My youngest does have middle name of my dad. Okay, that's her way of coming through. Because I was like, is it of you? She's like, she would not name them after me. I just was like, okay, Mom. Yeah, my son is named John James, like after both grandparents. So yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, a lot of healing that she's helping you guys with. And do you understand? Okay, hold on one second. Do you know if you see number sequences a lot? They'll show us our birthday, their birthday, the date of their passing on like receipts, odometers, license plates. But she literally just showed me, for you, she showed me 333, and she said, say it again, 333, and she said that when you see that number 333, because I feel like 3 kids, 3 though, there's a lot of 3s, that what that number sequence is that your life purpose is so huge that you're going to need help from the angelic realm and help from people on the earth's plane. So she says that she's trying to guide you, to kind of show you there's a sense of hyper independence. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where it's like you don't want to inconvenience anybody to ask for help, or you don't want to be a burden, so you do a lot of things by yourself. She's making me feel like, especially in 2023, 2024, you're going to see a big change with that. Because if you start to get an idea to move forward on something, you never ask for help. Yeah, she called it a hyper sense of independence. And it's because you never had help when you were younger. But she's saying that asking for help isn't a sign of weakness, and she is helping you mend things to heal your life where she wasn't able to do that over here. Does that make sense to you as she comes through like that, sweetheart? Is there a Chris or a Kristalina or Christina? There's like Christian, Chris. It's like that. It's making sense to you? Okay. This is the way she comes through. So just know this is her way of saying, I'm here to support you. I've changed. I found healing over here. I'm unconditional love. And I'm sorry for the way that I treated you to make you feel less than. She just keeps saying it very blunt like that. It wasn't fair. She should have been there for you. And she was just extremely selfish. It makes me feel very selfish, self-centered. Yeah, that's okay. 95% of what I tell you is going to make sense. So if you don't know a Chris or a Christian, it's like that. Christina, Kristalina, that's okay. Just put it to the side. 95% of what I tell you in your reading is going to make sense at the beginning. And then people will go on the YouTube and watch it after. It can be a friend that you're hanging out with, best friend, somebody that you work with, one of the kids' friends, like one of the kids' teachers. I don't know why they bring up the names they do, but they just show me Kris. It's like Kris Kringle, yeah. Unless she passed away in December. Do you know what I mean? That would be the only other reason I would take that, if she's trying to show me. Or if someone's birthday's in December. Okay. So she is pulling back. Please know this is her way of coming through. Yours is in December. Yep, that's why. That's why she shows me that. Because it's like Kris Kringle. So thank you for being open about that. Teresa, I'm right in the middle of a reading, but thank you for being here, Sunshine. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else she wants me to tell you. She just does say that there's something about you. There's something special where your mess is going to be your message. Your pain is going to be your gain. So usually when I see somebody like this, I always say, you're going to write a book. And so if people ever do this to you, Kelly, where if they say, once you share kind of like you feel kind of private. So I don't feel like you share this with everybody. But when you do share with good friends, like what happened during your childhood and all the challenges that you've been through, they have no idea because of the way that you like hold yourself and you survived it so well. Do you understand? And you're breaking a lot of, I call them generational toxic patterns, and that's never easy. And so when I see this for somebody, I always say, it's not going to surprise me if you write a book or a blog or you have a story to tell. So just know that's not in your contract to necessarily do so. But when I see it around somebody, I feel like your story would inspire and help a lot of people. So just know they're showing that to me, okay? Let me see anything else. Okay, she is pulling back. She's blowing kisses. She says, you're a wonderful mom. You're a better mom than she could have ever been, and you're self-taught. So she just keeps saying that. So just know this is her way of showing that she's watching over you and that she's trying to mend things that she couldn't do here. That's like the main thing that she keeps showing me over and over again. Okay, Sunshine? And I'm glad that you know to look for signs. Do you know what I mean? Some people are so logical. They're like, well, they wouldn't show me that. No, they would, though. I always say, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah. I always say people don't get away with anything if they don't heal with it here and make amends. Thanks, Peace 83. That's so sweet of you. They have to deal with it on the other side. Do you know what I mean? And one of the things, and you guys can go ahead and talk. I'm wrapping up that reading, but I wanted to say this too, just in case any of you guys are dealing with this, but then on top of Kelly's reading too. If you're going through something like this, so important to like up your self-care, get a massage, get your feet rubbed. And some people do this, but it's like, I'm going to get my nails done. Oh, people can talk. It's okay. You guys, it's okay. I'm done with the reading. I was just going to do a recap and just say, if anybody's going through that where you guys kind of raised yourself and there wasn't a lot, you had to parent your parents, bringing more love into your life in any way that you can is incredibly helpful. And the first time I heard this, I thought, this is so stupid, that doesn't make any sense. But I would go get my feet rubbed and I would do things like that, but it would be like really fast. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, okay, now I have to go. And it would be like with guilt. And now I've been doing it so long that I don't feel guilty when it's giving. Yes, you guys are all dealing with this. I feel like a lot of light workers are, where you're breaking generational curses is what they call them, but I call it toxic personalities. And you don't have the playbook. No one taught you how to do this. And now it's your turn to do that. So when in doubt, bring more love into your life every time. You can't go wrong giving yourself more love. And what does that look like in any way that looks like to you? For any way you can receive, like I said, massage, getting foot rub, getting your nails done. But I'm a movie goer, so I love going and getting like a little lunch and then seeing a TV and then seeing a movie. Those are the ways that I pamper and give to myself. So sometimes when we haven't done this ever, you're kind of rediscovering what your spirit needs, but try to do things like that, especially if you have kids, because you're showing them how to receive as well. Your son's name is Kris. Yep. There's always double messages. There's always double messages. So true. Detach from love and learn to love yourself. Yes. And keeping my brothers and sisters. Oh, sorry, I didn't see what the thing was. Yes. Beautiful reading. I definitely pulled in here. Oh, I'm so sorry that you had that kind of childhood, Brooke, but I'm glad that you're on the mend now. And I'm just going to reiterate that when spirits cross on the other side, if they were abusive or drinking or anything, I'm just like, example I always use is my dad was not a good person, and just trigger warning, he was an alcoholic and I was the only one that he physically abused. I'm the one who stopped the abuse, and it went on for years before it stopped. So when he crossed over, I didn't want him to come to me at all. I wanted that relationship to be over. If he couldn't be my dad here, I didn't want him around me. But now that I see he's transitioned to a toddler, he very much is helping me to heal on the other side and encourage me. Tippy toe, I'm talking to a person and telling them still the mic. Oh, in your spirit room. That's so cute. I love that, Tippy Toes. I love that. It's probably because they have good manners, and I have a couple readings. I have Jenny, and then, oh my gosh, can you guys give me 1 second? I can't remember who the next person was that wanted a reading, but hold on 1 second. Oh, thanks, Peace 83. I definitely have healed from that and learned that my pain will be my gain, and my mess will be my message. And I'm here to encourage other people to know that that abuse is not them, that was something that happened to them, but they are the beautiful soul. There you go, Riri, it's you. Oh no, there's Jen, and then it's Riri. So I wrote her name so fast I can't see what it was. This is where I turned into Phoebe from Friends. So hold on 1 second. Let me check the roster, and I'll be right. Ellie, Jennifer, and then Riri, where we're going to go out with a bang with Riri. So Jennifer K, are you here? And this is the Jennifer K that paid for her reading. Yes, I would love that, Tippy Toes. Definitely get on the reading tomorrow. I will be on at 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time. There's Jen. It's so easy to do some readings. So Jen, beautiful Jen. And thanks, Riri. I'll do yours after. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Okay. Whew. So do me a favor, Jen. You saw how I was doing these readings before. Please let me know who you want to hear from. I don't need to know their name, Sunshine. I just need to know their relationship to you. And in the meantime, thank you, moderators, for keeping this a beautiful room full of lovely people. It's so easy, so easy. Jen, are you there, sweetie? Special K, that's what I'm going to call you. Jen K, Special K. Jen. So you want to hear from your Uncle D. Can I ask you, was he a car mechanic, or was he just really into cars or something like that? Or did you just get your car fixed? The first thing that I ask is I start to see like cars. Love that, Special K. Sorry, I'm right in the middle of a reading. You guys, thank you for being here. And for emergencies, definitely look into some services online. I would not be able to help that with you guys today. He loved old cars. Yeah. I just keep seeing cars lined up. Do you know what I mean? I just keep seeing that. He drove really old vehicles too. Yeah. That's something I can see. Was he like, he's showing me somebody who was raised without a dad, and that he was like a second dad to them. So does that make sense to you? Was he, I know you said he's your uncle, but was he more like a second dad to you? And he keeps saying, he's like, and Julie, I was funny. So it's like, was he kind of like, but to me, I'd be like, those are the corniest jokes ever. But he makes me feel like a second dad. A second dad. And did someone have, like, I want to say like not like a bummed leg, but he's showing me somebody like walking with a cane. He was funny, but only with me. Yeah. Did he walk with a cane? Did he have a foot that was like, I don't want to say like a club foot. It's not amputated, right? But as he comes through, my foot is like on fire. So I don't know if he had poor circulation, diabetes. I'm trying to think of what that could be. But your biological dad has one leg. Okay, thank you. I was like, what are you trying to show me? Thank you. Yep. That's it. That's it. Yeah, he shows me that as well. Okay. Is there a running joke about somebody calling somebody's hair a bird's nest or something like that? Because I see like the one leg or the problem with the foot. That's how he showed me that. Something bird's nest. I swear I was like, yeah, reminds me like when people put on, she's laughing. You know, like people put on a toupee and you're like, that looks like a bird's nest. Just so you know, he's pointing, I don't know if it's to him or he's giving your dad a hard time, but he's showing me, okay. The 90s hair. This is something different. It's like, and I feel like it's a guy I'm supposed to make fun of. So it's either like he had a toupee that he would put on or comb it all the way over to the side. And it's like, it was like as messy. It's like, just shave your head at this point. Do you know what I mean? It's a reference like that. That's how he shows me. And who was the smoker? I literally just saw, oh, he teased you about your poof, about like ratting your hair. Okay, I could go with that. Because it's like, if he was like, birds can live in there, that's a bird's nest. Okay, that would make sense. Thank you. I'm literally seeing like a pack of Marlboros cigarettes. So I don't know if you smoked or if he smoked or your dad smoked. We have 3 people that he's kind of talking about. Oh, okay, reformed smoker. It would be like Marlboros, though. Do you know what I mean? He literally put those down. I can see him. Unless somebody's name is M-A-R. He just showed me it like that as well. Okay. Did someone have a really big family? Like, to me, like 7 is a big family. Like 7 kids. 7. And there's a joke about like the Brady Bunch. Like, did they have 3 boys and 3 girls? Do you know what I mean? Or it was like, then they're married into and they combine their families. But he literally is showing me like a big family and he shows me the number 7. And he makes a Brady Bunch reference. He came from 11, including your mom. Okay, were there 7 girls or 7 boys? It's like 7, something like that. But we're jokingly about 6. Okay, 6 boys, 4 girls. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. He's out. Oh, what we put my mom through. He just keeps saying that over and over again. Okay, sweetheart, is there anything else you want me to tell her? Oh my God, my dog. dog is like so funny. Thank you. 7 boys and yeah, and 1 passed away. That would make more sense to me. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Thank you. And it was a big family. Yeah, that's huge. Thank you, sweetheart. He's a very kind soul. He seems to be like the helper guy. Do you know what I mean? And he says that you were corny. Yeah, he says his jokes were corny. So thanks for laughing at them. He says it like that. Hold on 1 second. Is there anything you want to tell her? I don't know if he was like your second dad. He brings that up again. Does that make sense to you? Dog is barking. My dog is snoring. Nolan? Absolutely. He was corny and always had, yes. Can I ask you, was he addicted to candy? Somebody had a sweet tooth like nothing else. I loved him like a dad. Yeah, and he was so good to you. I don't know if every time you guys went somewhere he took you to a candy store or someone's name is actually Candy, but I feel like there's an addiction to candy. That sounds funny. But I feel like candy, like a candy store. When I was younger, we used to go to this place called Smitty's and it was a candy store. He liked to give you candy. Yeah, okay, that was like, so that's your memory of him. Yeah, he's literally singing, who can make a rainbow? Like from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's so funny. He's a really good guy. Yeah, he keeps saying that. One of the things that he says about you is that he says that you sprinkle fairy dust around, like you're so kind to other people. And he said that you are so sweet and generous that you don't understand why people would just fight just to fight. People that actually walk around purposely hating people. Your mind does not, that doesn't compute in your mind. Do you know what I mean? He just keeps saying that you spread kindness wherever you go. And that's how he words it. He says she's a Tinkerbell. He says your name should be Joy because you bring other people a lot of joy. You totally know it. Yeah. So the only thing, it's like similar to the reading I did before, is you might love to give to so many people that you don't give to yourself. You deserve that too. Do you know what I mean? And there's something I have to say. I don't know if you had a dream when you were younger that you gave up on, or if this is love or an idea. I can't tell the difference. But he literally keeps saying that I'm supposed to tell you, Jennifer, that it's not too late. It's not too late. Oh, I brought him joy. Yes. And vice versa. Do you know what I mean? There's an idea like you're like, oh, I'd like to do that, but at my age, and he keeps saying that it's not too late. Do you understand what he's saying? You've given up on love. I was just going to say, because he's saying it's not too late, but I keep hearing the song, it's too late, baby, it's too late, but I really did try to make it. Something has died inside and I can't hide and I just can't fake it. Do you know that song or Face It? That's it. He's saying it's not too late. It's not too late. He just keeps saying that over and over again. And he says, it's just because you've been with some bozos. That's how he said it. But this makes sense to me. So look up when an empath falls in love with a narcissist, because you didn't do anything wrong and it's not too late. Yeah, you tried and failed at love. That's what he's making me feel. And he's all of a sudden, it's so funny because he must have like timey movies like Gomer Pyle. I haven't heard that in so long, but it's like surprise, surprise, like that they would have in that show. And he's like, there's going to be a surprise, surprise. So I always tell people, go and do what you love to do. If you like cooking, you want to take a cooking class. If you want to like learn French or Italian, some hobbies that are going to feed your soul, that's where you're going to find love again. And he keeps making me feel like for you, he said there's a surprise. So where you've given up, he's telling me that it's not too late. I love that surprise. Do you want to? It's Gomer Pyle, right? Surprise, surprise. It's like I'm imitating people. See, this is like the Julie Medium show. I'm singing karaoke. We're playing trivia. There's so many things going on right now. Yeah. So he's singing the song Matchmaker, Matchmaker. He's gonna help you find love again, sweetheart. But he says it's just because you were with some bozos. That's how he puts it. And we're taken advantage of and made to feel less than by the people who you gave everything to. So do yourself a favor, Jennifer, and look up relationship with an empath, and it will make a lot of sense to you. I feel him stronger than I do your mom. Hold on one second. Was your mom on hospice before she passed away? When I have a woman coming forward that's saying thank you, but she's not acknowledging if this is your mom or not. Yeah, definitely look it up because he says there's a second chance for you. He's like, who's making up this stupid thing about age? That is like, oh, by this age, we can't do that. He's like, there aren't any rules. Erase your rule book. She was on hospice. Okay. I can be honest with you. Your husband, whoa. Your uncle comes through, really high energy, and mom energy kind of drops a little bit. So if you have any guilt upon her passing, or you weren't able to say goodbye to her, or if she wasn't able to word things to you, there was heavy energy when mom came through. And that's usually one of those things that we don't, I know, but she says thank you, so you must have helped in some way. But if you're feeling guilty about it, or you don't feel like you did enough, then I want you to know that she's making me feel like she has a lot of gratitude towards you, but I don't know if she got a chance to word that to you. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's probably why. And if it was just, it's challenging when we have family members pass away, and then there's other challenges around it with dealing with family. So it all feels really heavy. Your uncle says you need a vacation. You know what he's showing me? He's going to give you a makeover. Do you know that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding? That's where he says he would equate that to the slump that you feel like you're in, because it's making sense. Okay, because he's stronger than your mom. It doesn't mean that your mom's not coming through. It's just I can feel this. So hold on one second. Say it again. The thing that you were just saying about. Yeah. Do you know that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, where she like starts a new thing, starts a new career, starts a new job, kind of like a makeover for herself? He's saying that you've been the one like helping everybody, helping people in your relationships, helping people in your family. And I feel like maybe that's why he meant so much to you, because he got you and he was like, I'm going to be there to let you know that you're a special person. Do you know what I mean? Because he's doing that now, and he's saying that this year, let this be a year where you reinvent yourself. It reminds me of, what is her name? Janelle. Oh, she got blocked? How did she get blocked? Thank you for saying that, Brittany. No, that's okay. I don't know how you moderators do it. I have thick fingers. You're fine. We're all one happy family in here. Nolan is snoring. But he's showing me several things about like people having a makeover. So just so you know, Jennifer, that's the way he kind of shows me that, okay? No, muted. No, she's not muted. Oh, sorry. We have a lot of new, what are they called? Another moderator came in and we just had a lot of things happen. So we're here. You're good. Please know we have nothing but love here. We're just going to keep doing your readings. So does it make sense to you when your uncle is saying that he is telling you that he's helping you go through, like, he's saying that your life is going to be upgraded. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And if you're here, I'm just right in the middle of a reading with KGen 82. Oh, Kim, come on. Or, sweetie, she really did it by accident. If you'd like, I can do a follow-up with you too. But we can still continue your reading, Sunshine. Yeah, it makes total sense. Okay. Please, my moderators are very empathic and very sensitive. So we had a lot of moderators just come in at the same time. So there we go. Yeah, you feel good coming. So he's showing me, basically you're going to be going through kind of like, when he shows me My Big Fat Greek Wedding and he shows me whatever the Sister Wives, not that you were married to Cody from the Sister Wives, thank God, but how Janelle's like reinventing herself and things like that. And then what's the other one's Christine. When they show me that and then they show me you, they're showing me that he's saying that he's trying to help. It's okay, Kim. You really are always on here. We had a lot of moderators come on at the same time and a lot of people comment. So you guys, we're just all on here. Take a deep breath and bring back love. We're just really all trying to do our best on here. Do you know what I mean? And in life, aren't we? So let's just reintroduce love into the thread. I would really love that. So let's see. But there's something about, oh, good. Thank you, sweetheart. So one of the things that he's saying when he says that for you, it's like you have that coming up for you to look forward to in the next coming months. Does that make sense? So when they say that, sweetheart, the only thing to know is like he'll pull you to try new experiences. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you're in a pattern of you get up at the same time every day and you go to this coffee shop at the same day and you go to this at the same day, he's going to encourage you to add variety in your life. So are you kind of like a pattern person? Like 8 o'clock you do this, 10 o'clock you go to this store, but you have the same places where you frequent? Do you understand what he's saying? So he's going to introduce more of a variety to you. Does that make sense? But he's like, then you're going to have he's going to how do you want to say? So have the courage to listen to the guidance. I would say if it's good guidance to tell you to do something, but you're nervous, then pray for the guidance to try to do something new. Does that make sense to you? But if it's like a negative thought, then that's not guidance from a loved one. Does that make sense? Absolutely understand. Yeah, that variety. Yep, patterned. And so he's making me feel like, and you spend a lot of time doing things for other people. So it may be reinventing, like, what does feed my soul? What do I like? Like, I love the beach, but I never make it over there. Well, then make it over there. Make yourself a lunch. Go over and drive by the beach. I realize like you're doing it by yourself, but just open yourself up to new experiences. Does that make sense to you? Makes total sense. Okay. Because he's saying like, take a picture of yourself now. You're going to do a total 180 where it's like, take a picture of yourself now. Within 6 months, 6 to 8 months, if you heed his advice, you are totally going to be at a new place Yes, and self-care and love. This is like a theme in these readings today. So just so you know, this is his way of coming through. He's very funny. He's corny. Yes, 2023 is all about you. You spent your whole life helping other people, he's saying. And that's why he was glad he was like a role model in your life. That's why he was glad to be there, just to kind of keep telling you how special you were. It's like he makes me feel, and that's his goal, to do that now. So just know mom is with him. Your uncle's energy is higher for some reason, perhaps because he's not as close to the drama that existed after mom passed, but mom is over there too. Okay, thank you. And these are recorded, so you can re-listen to it at another time. But congratulations to you and all your new endeavors. And with somebody like that who's really going to be your court gesture and encouraging you on the other side, there isn't anything that you can't do. So remember what he said. It's not too late. That's a rule that society's made up in their head. He made you feel very special. Yes, and he's continuing to do that, okay? So thank you. I'm going to pull back and say hi to everybody. Kim, you're doing a great job, sweetie. That was weird. We just had, thank you so much, sweetheart. We just had a lot of people come in at one time and comment when nobody was commenting, and then Jen came in. So I know, Kim, your heart, you're such an empath. So thank you for everything. I won't know how you guys meet people either. My fingers are so big. I think I would be a terrible moderator because I wouldn't know how to do this. You're welcome, Sunshine. Thank you so much. Tiptoes, your energy is amazing. I want to learn how to communicate with the other side. I am thinking about teaching classes again to do that. Riri, you're going to be the last one. We're going to go out with a bang. Yes. Oh, sorry. How do you get a reading? I do private readings by phone or Zoom. You can double click here and kind of see how they work for me. And then yes, she did say, Liz was wondering if I have any openings today. I have openings tomorrow. Yes, I have openings tomorrow. Hey, Trent. How are you, Sunshine? Hey, Jenny. Tiptoes would love to participate in your classes. I've had a couple Zoom classes, but I've announced them on here and they didn't fill up as fast as I would have liked, so I started going live instead. But I love teaching on Zoom. I would love that. Would love to take a class. Perfect. I'll definitely put something together in regards to it. I would love to class. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dee. Yes, you can prepay for a reading tomorrow. Thank you for saying that, Jen. She just has a really big heart. We're all of my moderators are very sensitive and we're empaths and we're just really here trying to hold space for you guys while you do your reading. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Junebug, you have the best energy. Also, perfect. I'm going to take Riri. I see you. Trent, great to see you. Your customers tonight are in server, such a blessing. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to take a quick break and use the facilities. I'll be right back. And Riri, we're going to do yours. It's the last reading today. We are going to go out with a bang. So I'll be back. Enjoy the snoring dogs. They are the song for tonight. Hello, are you enjoying the dog snoring? So I was going to say, keep in mind too, you guys, my moderators are actually volunteers. They just do this to show up to help because they love helping with this stuff. So I have so much appreciation for them. We are going to be having a Zoom together for my moderators. It's it's Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2023. So all moderators, if you haven't gotten the announcement for that, please email me so that I can send you the link. We're going to have a little moderator party, and I'm going to do mini readings. So it's going to be so much fun. But I did want to do more Zoom teaching and classes and things like that. So if you're following me, I will announce that and put that together. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to meet each other. I have a feeling it's going to be a really high energy day. Okay, Riri, sweetie, without skipping a beat, where are you, sunshine? My ray of sunshine, my Riri. Me too, Jen. There you are. So you see me do these readings, my sweetheart. The way that I like to do it is to see who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name. I just need to know their relationship to you. And please ignore the dogs who are snoring. They're part of the party tonight. Brother, okay. Sweetie, have I had the privilege of giving you a reading before? Your brother, your energy and your brother's energy feels very familiar to me. And I'm wondering why he feels familiar. Yes, about a month ago. Okay. Can I ask you, did he pass away in a motorcycle or car accident? Okay, because it feels very sudden. I get like this, like sudden. So that's why I was asking if it was a car accident. I feel very sudden. Do you know what I mean? He's showing me like that as well. Are there 3 kids in your family? Or do you have 3 kids? He goes like this, and that's always how I know. I saw that, Elizabeth. I look forward to doing your reading tomorrow. Thank you, sunshine. Yes, it was quick. That's why I was assuming it was an accident because it feels so fast. And I didn't think it was heart because he seems so young. Do you know what I mean? That feels like too young to pass away from a heart attack. Did he always have or heart problems? Was he born with that then? Because he feels quite young when he passed. For me, like when I see people pass away from a heart like that. Yes, he was only 33. That's what I was going to say. Did he have like a baby face? Do you guys in your family look younger? Because I was like, he looked like he was like 20 something, to be honest with you. He's showing me a G name either here or crossed over. I'm trying to understand what he's saying. It's like I almost wanted to say Greg or George. It's like that. And he says you talk to him all the time. Do you know that song Sky Full of Stars by Coldplay? Your grandpa oh, okay. So it's grandpa, but it was grandpa's name with a G. Do you guys have I don't know if he said ranchers or he's trying to say Robert. Hold on one second. I literally heard like ranch. So it's like ranchers. No, but you called him Gramps. Okay, thank you. That would be why. I was like, George, Greg, GR. Okay, thank you. He has grandpa jokes. Do you know what I mean? You know how when grandpa goes, my grandpa was a rancher. Thank you. I was like, rancher? What are you trying to say? I just did a reading for Jen when I was telling her uncle had like corny jokes. Grandpa's like, I got your nose. Do you know what I mean? He's hardworking man. Do you know what I mean? Very hardworking man. Hold on one second. One of the things that's coming through that's interesting to me is your brother doesn't want you to feel guilty around his passing. So I don't know if you didn't know his heart was as bad as grandpa jokes. Yeah, like corny jokes. Like there's a quarter behind your ear. You're like, oh brother. But it's funny because it's him. Show the whole thing. He's trying to say. Somebody just literally showed me, it's like buttered popcorn or caramel popcorn. And like I said before, with any reading, they'll show me names, so they'll talk about songs, and they'll talk about things that they loved eating, or you're eating this now. We did a reading 3 weeks ago where the dad kept saying, pizza pie. And she's like, no, I don't know where that's from. She's like, oh my gosh, I forgot to take my pizza out of the oven. And Kim and I were on here. We're like, go get the pizza out of your oven. But I literally just kept seeing popcorn. But it's interesting because he showed me, I used to work with special needs kids, and one of the kids would go, buttered popcorn. And your grandfather showed me like that. Yeah. So it's like someone's favorite. You're eating this right now. This is... My kids eat popcorn every night. See, that's it. Thank you. It would be like significant. Like people are like, everybody eats popcorn. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, your kids eat popcorn every night. That's it. That's Grandpa's way of showing that. He's all in peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's a good dinner for me. We're all just trying to get through this. Oh, see, Kim likes that too. So let me see. Your brother doesn't want you to feel bad about his passing. So I don't know if you didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him, if you weren't able to spend as much time with him before he passed, just because of life, and we're all so busy and we don't know. But he's saying that he wants you guys, he's like family here. I want them to let go of the guilt. That's how he puts it to me. Does that make sense? Do you know that movie Beaches, where the lady gets a virus in her heart? It's like a heart murmur kind of thing. I keep seeing that over and over again. Gosh, now I'm hearing the song from Beaches. That makes sense. Okay. But he's showing me, I just keep hearing the song Wind Beneath My Wings. I have to tell you everything I see. So I don't know if you're seeing a lot of feathers since he's passed away, or if that's someone's song, or if he wants your mom to listen to that. But we didn't know there was any heart issues. Okay. Yeah. Because it makes me feel like he's showing me that movie Beaches when she has the virus in her heart. Say that other thing that you were going to say. You see a lot of feathers. Okay, so you know the song that Mittler sings it with someone else. I can't remember who I think Whitney Houston, or maybe not. But anyway, it's called Wind Beneath My Wings, and it was from the movie Beaches. I keep seeing that, and then he keeps saying, Mom, Mom, Mom. So share this with the family that he's coming through this way. It's really important, okay? All right. I love hydrangeas, and he just showed me 3 times. And if you've seen this, I have it several times. I buy these from Trader Joe's. Do you see? Those are my favorite. I keep seeing those. Does your mom love hydrangeas? Do you love hydrangeas? It would be like the popcorn thing. That's your favorite flower? It's where, get them from Trader Joe's. Just side note, mine last like a month. Yeah. So he literally just showed me, See how he comes through? Is he just such a, he's like, gosh, I'm really good at this. Do you know what I mean? Gosh, I'm really good at this. He's bringing me to March. It's either March or somebody's name is M-A-R. But I honestly feel like I'm going to March 17th. I feel like I'm going to March. Yeah, he's a good guy. Do you know what I mean? He didn't deserve to pass away so young, but I just keep hearing that song, Sky Full of Stars. So I feel like when people pass away this young, I always say they're shooting stars. Do you know what I mean? They shine really bright when they're here, and then we're gone. We just miss them so much. So know that I keep hearing the song, any songs with stars in it, but I'm hearing Coldplay's song, It's a Sky Full of Stars. He just keeps showing me that. And I forget if you said you had children, because I just kept hearing, say it again for me one more time, sweetheart. Yeah, and there's a song called Mr. Brightside. Dun, 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 dun. I keep hearing that. And our last reading, he brought up stars too. See, he's very consistent. Do you have kids? Because he's saying those kids are giving you a run for your money. And my mom always used to say, if you raise, when you're raising sensitive, empathic kids that are really smart, it's a lot of work. And I just keep hearing that. So that must be what's happening with you. Let me see anything else that he's showing me. I have 2 boys and they both have been in trouble lately. That's why he's bringing that up. He's like, those kids are giving you a run for your money. But it reminds me of like kids who are really smart are always like fidgeting with stuff. And you can't tell them like, don't touch the candle, it's hot, because they have to experiment hands-on. And I always say that's a sign of like great intelligence and inventors. So he's making me feel like they're very smart if they're fidgety. Excuse me. He's making me feel like they're smarter hands-on than they are on paper. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, he's calling them the Wright brothers. So yes, it's making sense to you. So I always say kids like that, send them away to like space camp. Do you know what I mean? Where they can fidget with something, take it apart, put it together, so that they can like work their mind with the invention side of it. I just keep hearing that. Did he have kids as well? Because he shows me kids and then he says thanks. It's like, are you watching over his kids or child? And do you live by mom? He keeps bringing up mom. This is like the 14th time he said mom. Now he's bringing me back again to March or an M-A-R name. It's like March 17th or March. No, but he loves kids and the nieces and nephews. Okay. So if you're doing a thing where you're honoring him in any way, if you're constantly telling stories about him, trying to keep his memory alive for the kids, he's very grateful for that. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if this is hitting you harder with him than the rest of the family because you guys were the closest, but he's making me feel like it's been tough on you because of how close you guys were. So not everybody's going to understand how you're grieving because you guys had a different relationship. Grandpa was mom's dad, and I worry about her losing her son out. And now that's why he keeps saying, Mom, he is. Yeah. And that was, you guys just lost her daddy. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Your grandpa, hardworking, but very sweet. Do you know what I mean? Can I ask you about your mom? Was she the only girl or the oldest girl? Your grandpa comes through and makes me feel like your mom was your grandfather's favorite. Yeah, only girl. Yep. Yeah. There's things like in your family where I feel it's just such, like, I used to call this Irish guilt. So I don't know if you guys are Irish, but in our family, when people would pass or something bad would happen, we would have a lot of guilt. They were best friends. She did everything for him. Yeah. Yet there's this guilty feeling of, oh, I didn't do enough, or I wish I would have helped more, or because of me, he didn't stay alive longer. She needs to understand that that's absolutely not true, because she did all the things that she did for him was why he stayed alive as long as he did. Do you understand? He just keeps saying that. And I don't know if there's a Frank or Francis or F or PH name that I'm not familiar with. Phoebe? No, I'm just kidding. But I hear like Frank or Francis. And it can be middle or last or first or middle name. But Grandpa's showing me that as well. She's a nurse and she feels like she could have helped him. He says absolutely not. It's because of her love and always checking in on me every day, calling is the reason why I stayed as long as I did. I stayed alive as long as I did. Because he was a man who, if he couldn't stay busy and have a purpose, he didn't want to be here. Do you know what I mean? He was always a doer. He was like your mom and your her dad were alike in so many ways. And if he couldn't be full functioning, he didn't want to be here. So it didn't have anything to do with if she helped or not. It was his own spirit and saying, like, Grandpa liked to stay a busy man and have a purpose. And once he knew that he couldn't do that, I feel like I see the dissension. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And as he's coming through, though, I'm so glad you're getting this reading today so that you know that they're over there together. That is one of the things that they're showing me. And that, yes, I will tell her that. And that this isn't goodbye forever. Whenever I do these readings, I always say they're alive because this is making so much sense to you. Perfect. Because one of the things that when they show me this, I know that their bodies have dissipated, but their spirit is very much still alive. So it's not goodbye. It's like, see you soon, see you later. So they transition, they move over to the other side. They become 100% love, and they try to help us in any way that they can. Your brother comes through and he's very protective over you, I have to say. So I don't know. He feels like a dad to you. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if he ever felt like any guy was going to be good enough for you. So he's glad now that you're where you are and being more appreciated for who you are or something like that. He says you have great qualities and he doesn't want anybody to ever make you feel like you're too dramatic or you're too sensitive. You're wonderful the way you are. He said we need more people like you in the world. He's saying like that. And please tell or share this with Mom, please, because we'll record it and I'll put it over on YouTube. Last night, for some reason, TikTok was taking so long to download things. So it took me a while. Yesterday's reading I still haven't posted yet, but if you give me 48 hours, I will have this posted over on my YouTube channel. You can double click there and then you would be able to like go and listen to it and show her this segment too, to say he absolutely, Grandpa's coming through, Gramps, and he does not want you to feel guilty. You were special to him. You were the reason he lasted as long as he did. And he's like, hello, I'm not gone. I'm here. I'm here. He's like, I lived a great life. I had many years of like loving my family and they know I love them and I know they loved me. He's like, I was blessed. And he got to do what he wanted to do for a living. And he said he always told people, I never want to be a burden. One of his prayers were, if he's ever going to start descending, please let him pass away in his sleep, because he would never want to be a burden to his family. He was just more of a helper. So if that makes sense to you. And did you guys have, yeah, he kept telling me how much he loved his family and he didn't want to leave. Yes. Right. In his spirit, I feel like I always look at someone's spirit to see if they're going to stay or not. And I know with your grandpa, if he, oh, what is it like? What I was trying to say, he just keeps saying, like, he knows your family wouldn't say that he would ever be a burden, just so you know. But for him, if he wasn't active, if he couldn't do what he wanted to do, it's like his like purpose are helping people. He's like, now it's time to jump over to where I can do that through my spirit with you guys. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And something about putting the Christmas tree on top of the tree. So I don't know if your mom always did that or if he actually made the star. And there goes the star reference again to your brother. Yeah. So it's making sense. So please know he is at peace and he's helping you guys to be at peace as well. He knows, I know how this is when you have back-to-back hits of like someone passes away and you get through that and then someone else passes away. It's so challenging, and I've never been as exhausted as I've been while grieving. So he says at this time for you guys just to take it easy and to understand that he's immediately going to try to show you signs that he's around. Yes, it feels like we're going backwards. That's where it's time to rest. So it's time to rest or to go on a trip and just take a break. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes the action that we have to take for our healing is an inaction, meaning like we've done everything we can do. That's not helping. And the best thing that you can do is something where you can rest and or play. Play is amazing. Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Dan in Real Life? They have this, they rent this house. I think it's in Long Island. I just keep seeing this place where it's like a cabin, it's grass, but then there's water where you can go out on the boats. I just feel like he's like giving a suggestion on where to go to really get some rest, because it's been back-to-back challenges, he says. Your parents are looking for a cabin house. Watch that movie Dan in Real Life. I just keep seeing like that house too is like a cabin house, but it's by a lake. There's not sand, it's not a beach house, it's like a lake house. So I don't know if your parents are looking for one and there's going to be a river or water next to it, but I just saw a house, grass area, and the lake, like in Dan in Real Life with Steve Carell. It's one of my favorite movies. Okay. So they are pulling back a bit. Just know this is their way of coming in and showering you with love. And I know it's challenging to say the least, when you're getting a reading and someone has just passed, but it's so important for you guys to understand that trying to help you guys to let go of any guilt feelings that you have, or any thinking that you didn't do enough, or that you were not the cause of, but that I should have, would have, could have, like if I would have known they would have passed it, I would have done this. They both love you guys so much that they wouldn't want you to harbor any feelings of guilt or worrisome. They said, now we get to vicariously live through you, so we're not missing out on anything. So let them show you the signs on how they're around. Give yourself some time. It's very exhausting to have people pass away back to back like that. But I just kept hearing that the best action that you guys can take sometimes. You've done everything. Like you and your mom, everybody's really responsible. But the only thing that I don't see is letting go and just playing and resting in a new place. So I feel like a vacation, time away, just feels very amazing. And ask them for signs, because there's so much love that they want to show you that they're going to come through, okay? I hope this brings you some peace today. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I am just going to pause and say hi to people. Thank you guys for being here. And again, my moderators are volunteers. So please just thank them. They just do this out of the kindness of their hearts, and they're very good at this. You're welcome, Riri. Thank you. You're amazing too. I love that he's like hydrangeas. I never in popcorn. How's little Delilah? Thank you for asking. We did a follow-up today. Hey, Kristen. We did a follow-up appointment with Delilah today, and the doctor said she's healing amazingly well. We can take the stitches off in a couple days. Hey, Linda. Oh, thank you. I love our mods. I think they're great. Hey, Anjoy 492. Dogmar Wolfsbane. Hello. I love the purple flower. Is that Italy? IDH. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Margaret. I cannot predict births. I cannot predict births, and I used to be really good at knowing what gender someone was going to have, but now for the last 6 years, I've not been able to see that. And I was like 10 out of 10 could guess, but not anymore. Hey, Ellen, I love your new... Kim and I were so concerned that your face or your TikTok got hacked, Elena, because you have a new phone, so you have a new account. It's like a new look, and we're like, is that her? Did someone hack your phone? Hi, Sky Mama. New here. Welcome. Hi, Dorothy. Your mods are great. Thank you so much. Peace and Serenity. Yes, that's where you can book a reading. And I also have a book called I Am Home. So if you're interested in reading about how I kind of found out that I was a medium, because I didn't know this. We didn't watch mediums when I was in the 80s. We didn't have that on TV, so I didn't even know. Yeah, so it's a book called I Am Home, and it's on Amazon. And I wrote it for people after they have a reading so that they can look back and kind of see like how this works and how to look for signs and things like that. Oh, Julie, is very frustrating to get this iPhone set up right. Is it? I'm not techie either. I have to have my kids show me everything. And of course they do it, and then they're like, you do this and then this, and they do it so fast that I'm like, I'll just watch a TikTok on it. Everything I learned, my sink was clogged the other day. I didn't want to wait for maintenance to come because it takes so long. So I looked on TikTok and I just did it myself. Can you tell me how long have you been doing this? Brittany, that's a great question. All my life, but I didn't know it. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't cool when I was younger. People were like, you're weird, or you're a witch, or that's weird that you know that. So I kind of shut it down. And then I went to college in San Luis Obispo to become a counselor. So hello. And got my 4-year degree there. But the reason I'm telling you that is while I was going to college, so many people are like, you're psychic. You know where people are. This is before cell phone. Well, people had cell phones in their car, but not everybody had cell phones. It was a rare thing. So I just would know where people were. And I would find our friends to hang out. They'd be like, how did you know we were at Avila Beach? And like, Julie told us. And like, how did she know? She's like, she said it just feels like you're at Avila Beach. So I really started, my gift opened when I was 25, and I studied it for 10 years before I opened my business. And so I'm 50, how old am I? 57. And I started it when I was about 35. Oh, I don't know, sweetie. I'm sorry, but I am sending you so much love. I had 5 technicians help us with my phone today, and they couldn't either, and they told me so many lies. Really? Oh, do you have kids, Selena? Do you have kids? I forget. Do you have kids? Oh, I think you would have this gift too. I want to call you Idaho. IDH? Excuse me. I have allergies, so my allergy medicine is kicking off. Yes, I have one daughter. She definitely can help you. Yeah. I have winter allergies, you guys. This is crazy. No, people always say it would be so great to be a a psychic, it's not all fun and games, you guys. It's not so great. And when I tell people that I used to work with the police and the FBI for missing person cases and murder cases, it's not glamour. I mean, you're dealing with people who have lost their loved ones in a tragic way. And I actually quit doing that because it very much drained me, and I just couldn't detach from it. So I'm happy that I helped with the cases that I did at the time. We were able to solve, I worked on a total of 5 cases, and we were able to solve 3 of them. But it's heart-wrenching. Even when you help and they have the answers, they're still gone. Do you know what I mean? So that's heart-wrenching. Although I did help find one girl, and she was alive and still alive. So that's was very rewarding. But you're dealing, I think that when you watch them on shows, it's like, oh, this looks amazing that people can have this gift, but there's a lot of emotions that go into it, and if you can't detach from it, you get really, I don't even know how to say it. You're an empath, you're sensitive, and you're dealing with real life issues. And so I think sometimes movies or TV shows glamorize it, but it's really sad, actually, at the end of the day. Hey, little Nate. Yeah, you might want to read the book I wrote called I Am Home. I wrote it for anybody who feels like they might be going through a spiritual awakening and is a medium. And I also wrote it for people who are dealing with loss, so they can see the other readings I've done. Things like that. Can you see cases in the news and get feelings? I don't anymore, Sly. I try to shut them down, although there was a case, I can't remember what it was, and I was like, that father who's interviewing, he did it. I can't remember which one it was. This was like 7 years ago. How's Delilah doing? She's doing very well. She still has her cast on. We can remove it in 3 days, and then she gets her stitches out December 22nd, so right before Christmas. So thank you for asking, and thank you all for praying for her. I was devastated, and I'm still kind of sick to my stomach because we're waiting for the biopsy to come back. If those of you who don't know, Delilah's my dog, and she had a tumor on her toe, so they just amputated it. But she's doing, because of your prayers and your positive energy, she's doing really well. What is my book called? Yes, thank you, Sunshine. It's called I Am Home by Julie Dart, and it's on Kindle and Amazon. I don't do love questions. I always say that if you're wondering if someone loves you, I just pray for you that you are in a relationship where you don't have to ask a psychic if someone loves you or if they're going to come back. I want people to have so much love for yourself that I don't want you guys chasing anybody, and I don't want you waiting for anybody, because you're all very special and you're built for more than that. Do you know what I mean? How old is my puppy? She's 11. We rescued her and she rescued us right back. And she had one white paw and one brown paw, so they called her LaToya, because I think they were trying to get like the Michael Jackson theme, so they called her LaToya. But when we got her, she wouldn't answer to that name, and my kids came up with Delilah. Yes, I understand it can be very challenging to love ourselves. I've been on a journey to approve and love myself for so long now, and it gets easier the more that you do it. And I literally wake up every day and say, I love you, Julie, and I'm so proud of you. I literally say that probably 30 times a day. Read Louise Hay, Heal Your Life, Heal Your Words, or Heal Your Thoughts, Heal Your Life. Oh, thank you. Hope the results come back. Yes, fine. My gut is telling me it was just this and that was it. Oh, she has seizures. I'm so sorry. We love our dogs so much. I don't even know what we would do. I'll get that book. Thank you. Blessings to you. Oh, LDH. Cracked me up when you said Idaho. Yeah. My cousin passed from cancer at 35. Is she with me? Yes. All your loved ones cross over, and they are at peace now, and they are 100% unconditional love, and they're at peace, and we're all worried about them. And they're just trying to help us to heal from their absence. Oh, things work out with her son that she left behind. I feel he's very resilient. I feel her son, I don't know if he's 13 or if he was born on the 13th. I just keep seeing a 1 and a 3. But just know, rest assured, she's helping on the other side as well. I feel something really bad is about to happen. We're about to be out of food and sources worldwide. I know I've been seeing that on pages. I don't see that. I see it shifting. I see a lot more gardens happening. I think a lot of the shift that's happening is making us aware of how food was kind of commercialized, and we're going to take it back into our own hands and start doing a lot of farmers markets and gardens and neighborhood gardens. I see that as well. And I think that we need to look a lot at bringing farming back the way that it used to be. And I think that we're going to see that. It got too commercialized. And don't underestimate the power of the community when you hear the news and things like that. I don't see us without power. Oh, parent. Yeah, I don't see that. Oh, Paris is without power. Yeah, I don't see it for us. Good taste, better from, yeah, farmers markets. I had this garden, and it was like, gosh, we had zucchini, chives, tomatoes, pumpkins. It was so great. We would literally go outside and pick things to make a caprese salad. It was, and I would be watering the tomatoes and rinse them off and eat the basil with the tomato and the chives while I was watering my garden. I don't know, Kara, if you guys will end up together. My prayer for anybody asking about love is that you are so loved that you don't have to ask someone else if this person is right for you or if they'll come back. So I just pray for you that you have so much love that you don't have to ask that question, and that people are showing up for you as much as you're showing up for them. Yeah. Yes, we need more healthy food. Yes. My mom died suddenly. Waiting for me is that she wanted to tell me. I don't know, sweetie, but I do know to keep a journal and just to ask her for signs. Yeah, that's all changing too, sweet thing. Don't as when you see things on the news and you see people discovering things, don't underestimate the power of communities and the human spirit. That's when there's been a peasant revolt, that's when we've changed everything. So I really believe in these communities. You're welcome. All right, you guys, I'm going to head out. I have so much love and appreciation for everybody here. Give me about 48 hours to download these off of TikTok, and then go ahead and I'll put them on my YouTube channel. I always thank you so much, sweet thing. I appreciate that. I always tell people, if you're worried about or concerned about like how to channel messages and things like that, get yourself a journal and say, God and angels, tell me what I need to know. And just keep writing that out. You'll start to see, hear, and feel things in a dream, seeing synchronicity signs, like feeling like you should write a book, and then hearing a commercial about it, and then a friend telling you that, or meeting someone who's self-published. It's like, that's the way that spirit works to show up for you, to help give you guidance, okay? So believe in your dreams. They are possible. Everybody's going to laugh the first time they hear someone's dream. They don't know your heart. They don't know what the dream that God's put in your heart. Like Junebug, I love the butterflies. Okay, so Maretta, Sandy, everybody, I see you guys there. I never leave without saying goodbye to and thanking the moderators. You guys are amazing. You're volunteering your time and just creating such a safe place for me to do these readings. Thank you guys so much. I will see Liz tomorrow, sweetie, and then that's it, I think. All right, you guys. Much love. Have a great evening. Thank you, Kim, Jenny, Peace 83.